Hey guys, welcome to Top Tabletop. I'm Gab Zuniga, and today I will show you how to play Azul Stained Glass of Cintra, a competitive game for 2 to 4 players where we are stained glass artisans trying to create the most beautiful stained glass in the Royal Palace. The components are 9 factories, 4 palace boards, 32 strips, 4 glaciers, 8 markers, 100 paints, 1 scoring board, 1 starting player tile, a bag, and a glass tower. We will set up a 3-player game. Place the factories in the middle of the table according to the number of players, in this case 7. Place the tower nearby. Each player chooses a color and takes the corresponding palace board, strips, and glacier. For your first game, use the A side of the board. Each player shuffles their strips and places them on top of their board. There is only one strip that has 2 black spaces, which are wilds. If it's face up, flip it. Everyone places their glacier above the leftmost strip. Whoever most recently cleaned a window gets the first player tile and places it next to their board. Everyone places one of their markers on the space 0 of the scoring track and the other one on the top of the broken glass track. Take 1 paint of each color and place them randomly on the spaces 2 to 6 of the round indicator. Put the rest of the paints in the bag, take 1 randomly, and place it in the space 1. The first player fills each factory with 4 random paints from the bag, and the game is ready to begin. The game is played over 6 rounds. At the start of each round, the first player places their tile in the center, takes the first turn, and turns continue clockwise. On your turn, you can do one of 2 actions: take paints or move your glacier. If you take paints, you must take all the paints of the same color from a factory, and put the rest in the middle. The paints you took must be placed in empty spaces of the corresponding color in only one of your strips, and the strip you choose can be the one with your glacier or any to their right, but not to their left. Place your glacier on the chosen strip and place the paints. If the strip you chose doesn't have enough empty spaces to place all the paints you took, the rest are broken. For each paint you broke, move your marker on the corresponding track 1 space down and put the broken paints in the tower. If there's no space for any of the paints you took, they all break. But as long as there is at least 1 space in an available strip, you must place them there, even if you'd prefer to break them all. When you take paints, you can also take from the middle. You also have to take all of the same color. And if you are the first one to take from the middle, you also take the first player tile, which makes you go down 1 space down on the broken glass track, but will let you be the first player on the next round. If after placing the paints on your strip there are still empty spaces, your turn ends, but if it's complete, you get points. First, check if you have a round bonus. Each paint that matches the paint indicating the current round gives you 1 point. Add the points moving your marker on the track. Then, remove the 5 paints from the completed strip and choose one to keep, which is placed on the upper window of the palace. The rest of the paints are placed in the tower, and the strip is flipped to the other side. If you complete a strip for the second time, the paint you keep is placed on the lower window, and the strip is returned to the box. The glacier remains in the same spot, even if the space is empty. Every time you complete a strip and place a paint on a window, you get the points indicated below, and you get points from all the windows to its right that have at least 1 paint. After adding your points on the track, your turn ends. The second action is moving your glacier. Instead of taking paints, you can choose to return your glacier to the leftmost strip and your turn ends. If your glacier is already at the leftmost strip at the beginning of your turn, you cannot take this action. If at the end of a player's turn there are no paints left in the factories or the middle, the round ends. The paint that indicated the round is placed in the tower, and a new round begins. If the crystals in the bag run out while the factories are being filled, refill the bag with all the paints in the tower and keep filling the factories. In the rare case that there are no paints in the bag or the tower, begin the round normally even if there are incomplete factories. After the 6th round, the game ends and there is one last scoring phase. For any 3 panes left in your strips, you get 1 point. Subtract the points indicated by your marker in the broken glass track. If during the game a player gets to the last space, they immediately lose 18 points and place their marker back at the top. Finally, you get points for your ornaments, as shown on the scoring board. Each palace has 4 ornaments, and each ornament gives points depending on how many panes surround it. 1 or 0 panes give no points, 2 panes give 3 points, 3 give 6, and 4 give 10. The player with the most points wins the game. If there's a tie, the player who lost less points in the broken glass track is the winner, and if there's still a tie, the victory is shared. The V side of the board plays the same way, the only difference is in the final scoring since it has no ornaments. In this side, you get points at the end of the game by multiplying the number of completed windows with panes up and down by the number of panes of the most repeated color in your palace. The game has instructions to make it more accessible to people who have a difficult time distinguishing colors, so everyone can play. And that's how you play Azul Stained Glass of Sintra. Come back after playing and tell me in the comments how you liked it, and if the video was helpful, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you on the next video.